Grab your glasses, everybody. It's time for a Moonshine Safari.
Hey everybody, welcome to Moonshine Safari. I'm Cantankerous Josh.
I'm not tired, Dinah.
That's the beautiful Dinah.
Right.
The beautiful Dinah over there. Hey, welcome back to another wonderful episode. Entertaining, informational,
so exciting.
an absolute time waster.
Okay, but we all waste a lot of time. Who are we kidding?
But it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we enjoy it. So we're just going to jump right in with our shine outs. And first off, we can give all you guys a great big shine out. So feel the shine, everyone. Number 2, Gamage.
Oh, yeah, that was incredible.
Remember, we said where we were going last time. We went
did.
and saw Fiddler on the Roof
It
at
was
Gamage.
great.
Woo!
I never am sorry to go see that musical.
It was pretty good. It was pretty fun.
Awesome.
It was good. Another shine out. Del Toro's behind the camera today.
Yeah, he is.
Yay.
Hey.
So thanks for doing that for us. And somebody on Sunday won some super bucket or something. Something
Super
happened.
chicken?
Something happened on Sunday where somebody won super bucket
Something.
or a bowl or basket.
I won the gym.
Super or something.
Going to the gym
Somebody
on
did
Super
that.
Bowl Sunday is a great idea. Just so you're aware.
Oh, was that what that was?
That
was that the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And I know that because
I
no
don't
one
watch
was on
that.
the roads.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't watch that stuff. Anyway, big shout out to our vets and those who are deployed.
Absolutely.
Come home soon. We want you home. Okay? Come home soon. And
Take care.
I have a big shout out. See this right here? It's a new addition to the pack. It's a Firefly guitar. Her name is Bumble.
Bumble.
Yeah, I added a sticker. I usually don't put stickers on my guitar, but this one's going to be like a
Bumble.
personal little project. And let me just tell you, she's pretty badass.
Yeah, she's
already.
she's pretty awesome.
This you can get these off Amazon, limited runs. This one was like $129.
Which for any even remotely decent instrument, that's
It's
pretty
basically
amazing.
like a Gibson Les Paul double cut, single dog ear P90 pickup.
Black and white.
It rocks.
Pretty cool.
I changed strings, adjusted the bridge a little bit, had learned how to intonate today.
Woo woo.
That's the word of the day, intonate. So shine out to Firefly Guitars. Check them out on Amazon if you're a guitar dude. It's $30.
I mean, it's a way to
and it
definitely
rocks.
expand your collection without breaking the bank.
Yeah, it's a little rocking machine. Next week, I hope to have a special one that Dinah and the fam ordered for me all the way from Anderton's in the UK.
Yep.
A Brexit
Been
guitar.
waiting on it for a while.
Ooh,
so.
a Brexit guitar. Anyway, so do you have any shout outs?
Big Pharma. Just kidding.
All right. We can already tell Dinah
It's a
is
joke. I'm
got a
saucy.
burr up her
I'm saucy.
behind
I'm
tonight.
saucy.
Talking about Cantankerous
It happens.
tonight. Yeah.
Occasionally.
Right. So, music.
Music.
What have you been listening
Well,
to,
actually,
doing, or whatever?
Part of what I've been kind of stuck on is listening to the soundtrack for Fiddler on the Roof because I love it. So I've been listening to that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, Fiddler on the Roof is one of the probably, I couldn't really name. There's only probably 3 movies that move me to emotion in a really strong way. That is one of them. The Patriot is one of them. And it's interesting that they both have to do with
The little
the
girls,
daughters
yeah.
and stuff.
No offense.
No
whatsoever.
offense. But daughters are a little different than sons when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway. All right. So I and Del Toro have been working on Fuck All the Way Off. And hopefully soon, I said it last time, you didn't believe
Just
me.
kidding.
We've been working on it, and hopefully
Getting it
we'll get it on
recorded.
on record
On a record.
on something soon.
Yep.
I've been actually creating a lot of music just melodies and stuff like that. And I got an idea to write a song about my grandmother.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, my maternal grandma. So, yeah. So we're gonna kick that one around too. So, other than that, listening wise, Blackberry Smoke, Hank Williams Jr., Waylon Jennings, and Buddy Holly, being as that we just
Passed the anniversary.
passed the anniversary
61 years.
on September 3rd, right?
February.
I'm sorry, February. I'm so tired. I'm so very, very tired.
Stop
I'm
it.
so sleepy. Anyway, yes, February, however the hell you say it, 3rd, the day the music died.
Yep.
So, all right, and to totally change gears, before we get into something really personal for us about multiple sclerosis,
Yep.
we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Fun
We
stuff.
want to talk about what our favorite silly movies are. Like our top 3 or 5 or 10 or however many come to mind. We're just going to take a little time and talk about this. I'm going to start. One of my favorites is Private Eyes with Don Knotts and Tim Conway and Wooka Lars. And oh man, it is. You can look at Dina's face right now.
I'm doing my dead level best not to make a
She
face.
does not like
It's
that
not
movie at
working.
all. Not at all. So,
You know,
okay, so you tell me one of
There's
your silly
nothing
movies.
bad. It's just that
Oh,
slapstick's
look
not
at
my
that.
thing. Just saying.
Oh, stop. That's not true.
A little bit true.
No. Okay.
Silly movies. The one that came to mind earlier was Candle Shoe, which was a Disney movie,
Yeah.
late 70s. So I was little when this came out. Even
Kind
and
of
I
not
was
that silly, but
just
I see.
like a really
Fun.
silly,
Yeah.
fun. You know.
I'm thinking more like Blazing Saddles.
Okay, well I like that one. That one's funny.
I like Blazing Saddles. And along with Mel Brooks, because, well, Mel Brooks back in
Oh, it's classic.
70s,
Absolutely.
80s were just like knocking
Yeah.
it out of the park.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Silent Movie and High Anxiety and all those. But Frisco Kid.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's funny.
Follow this too, Cass. It's the best. It's the best. Young Frankenstein. That's Dina's favorite. Airplane. Again.
Don't call me Shirley.
Okay, see, now, these things, you're right. These things are funny to me. Naked Gun. Naked Gun
Okay,
2
here's the
now.
thing. It's not that I don't see the humor, because I do.
Right. Yeah, but some of that humor you
in my whole
like
entire
because...
life was probably enough.
Right. But it's kind of like Monty Python. I can't really get into
I
Monty
can't
Python
get into
stuff.
Monty Python.
I've tried. I just really can't. I've tried. But anyway. And like I said, Naked Gun. That's also...
Yeah.
Do you have any, Del Toro? That you... I know you like Private Eyes and...
Yeah, the only one I haven't watched is Naked Gun, but I would say
Oh, yeah. Well, that's... I don't classify that as silly movie. That's serious cinematic shit right there. That's my favorite.
I like Oh Brother Where Art Thou. I mean, it is kind of
Yeah,
silly.
no, that's a good. Yeah, that one's kind of a
Silly
goofy one.
and-
The Coen Brothers did
Yeah,
a bunch of
yeah,
that kind
wow.
of stuff. Yeah, or
Coen Brothers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep getting them confused with the brothers that turned into sisters. I forget which ones those are. All the ones that did the Matrix movies. Anyway.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I did hear that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. If you don't have anything else, well, we decided we're going to talk about, and this goes into really what we started with this whole Moonshine Safari thing, is just all of our experiences and things. And hopefully you might take a little nugget of wisdom or whatever. Maybe it'll motivate you, maybe it'll piss you off, but maybe it'll do something and move you.
Well, and even
In some
if
way.
you've never dealt with a chronic illness, which
Right.
until this I hadn't, maybe it just lets you understand a little bit, because it's not easy to understand if you haven't walked through it.
Right. And generally, of course, it's going to be a lot similar for most people, but then you're going to get into everybody is different and all the different care and needs do become different, and everything
And
is
how much it
specified.
changes.
And we're going to talk about a lot of things, and some might get a little touchy because, well, it's not an easy subject, especially when you're talking with family and friends, and some they don't know how to deal, and so they ignore it, or they don't deal, I guess, is part of it, or some overcompensate. And I think that's what you kind of talk about today is like people think they have answers when they're not really doing it. It's like, well, have you tried this diet? Have you done this?
I
right?
heard a doctor saying that there's this plant that grows in your backyard, and if you go chew on it for a little while, you'll just be fine.
Right. How many diets have you tried?
Everyone.
How many drug therapies have you tried?
A lot of them. I mean, I
And
could
still
list
trying
them.
them.
I'm still trying them. I actually had somebody who I honestly believe was not a malicious statement. He goes, well, maybe if you just went to the gym a little bit more. Yeah, that'll put the myelin back on my brain or whatever. I'm just, it gets it, and anyone who's been, even God forbid, cancer and stuff like that, people who've been sick, there's no shortage of people who know just how to fix you.
Right. Exactly. We all want to share our experiences, and we all want to share what we've done, and kind of like what we're doing now, I guess, in some respects.
Well, yeah.
We're not trying to fix anybody.
No.
We're just trying to share
This is
ours,
us.
and this is kind of how we deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that necessarily we deal with it all the right way. We make mistakes. We're human beings, but you know what? This is our Moonshine Safari, and guess what? You have your own. So
Right.
we're just sharing ours
Our
with
thing.
you.
Like if, when I do talk to somebody that has MS as well, that's a little bit different when they start telling me what they've done, and you know what I mean? Because now they have kind of an actual clue what I'm saying when I say, we were talking about this because yesterday I had one of the worst days I've had in years, I think. It was really bad, really bad. And I was even, and I don't,
What
okay,
was that?
I'm about to sneeze.
Sorry, I had to stop there. I told you, this is totally raw, man.
It is raw.
This is like raw. I was like, wow, that one scared me.
I had, okay, people talk about, when it comes to MS, people talk about brain fog. And in my mind, the way brain fog always was when I've had too many pharmaceuticals the night before, and I'm a little fuzzy, and that's how I say it. I'm a little fuzzy. I don't know if I'm quite here. But that wasn't yesterday. I had not had too many pharmaceuticals. I had what I actually, my dosage, baby doses compared to what a lot of people take.
Oh, yeah.
But I was not with it at all. And I was really struggled yesterday. I had a really hard day. And just, you have the nerve pain and stuff that comes along with it. It was a struggle. It was a big struggle. And even my boss said at one point, he looked at me and goes, you look tired. You need to go home. But, sometimes other people that might have MS, I know that there are other similar kinds of chronic illnesses, they might understand. And they might be able to go, okay, well, this is what I've done when I've had that kind of a day. But this is going to sound rude, but I'm just going to say it. Don't come from your big hike up the mountain and, your apple in your hand and all that and tell me, well, you know what, maybe you should do here, try this apple. Please.
We tried the apples. We
The
tried
apple.
more than you realize. So, and if you are someone who takes care of someone who has a chronic illness like that, and you understand, because we make this a joke, right? She always says, she goes, we'll say something and she'll feel sorry for herself and she'll go, well, I have MS. And I go, well, no, my position's worse because I'm a spouse with someone with MS, right? Because mine is worse. But we joke about that. But it absolutely
no, it is a
not.
joke, and it's
it
fun.
absolutely isn't.
But it does affect your entire family.
Well,
It
of course
absolutely does.
It does. Well, and the reason we brought this up today is because if you go to our Moonshine Safari Facebook page, I read a post today. Yeah, I read a post of Moonshine Safari because I follow them, and you can too.
Or maybe should.
Or should. And I thought maybe somebody had said something to you because,
No.
whoo, man, it was a scorcher. But I get it. I get it. It's
The
like
people that know me don't do that.
it's kind of like when you're upset about something and people tell you to calm down and you're not ready to calm down yet. That just fuels the fire.
Okay, look at it this way
Right?
too. Like when somebody dies that you know that you care about, that people will tell you, you'll feel better soon. Don't say that.
I don't feel better right now.
Don't say that.
Right? You don't have to say anything.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to say anything. In fact, it's best just don't say anything.
You know, and I was one of the people that when I was younger, I had never dealt with anything like this. I had no idea that this was ever in my future. Nobody in my family has anything like this. And so it's still a shock every day when I think, oh, I can't do that.
Right. And we're going to talk about little things. We're not going to get into the whole history. If you want to hear a little more in-depth history, you can go back and listen to our podcasts on our website. But what we want to do is take little snippets of, even just she had a crappy night last night. This is what she did. Well, and she knows part of what is going on was our own doing.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were off our diet for a week.
So talk
and when
about
we do,
fixing things.
That's what we know diet does.
What can aggravate it.
Massively
Absolutely.
affect it and what it does. And then the
And
doses.
certain kinds of foods.
Right.
Certain additives.
Mm-hmm. So, well, exactly. And you figured that out, well, and
been a
sometimes
while
we
now.
still don't know. I mean, it's still
No.
kind of it's a moonshine, it's a safari. We're trying to
Right.
figure out everything. And sometimes, like, we thought we knew what was going on with you yesterday, and then we didn't understand why it just kept going on and didn't stop. It's just a crazy thing.
Yeah.
So we want to share that with you. And maybe if you have something or some suggestions, or put them in the comments below,
Or
right
questions.
down there. Yeah, or questions up there. Or
Because especially,
Up here.
I know that when I first got my diagnosis, dating myself, not that anyone's shocked, I've told exactly how old I am before, but the internet, it wasn't so much stuff on there. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, but it wasn't so easily accessible as it is now. It's just simple now. So some people, they have questions and they're like, I want to talk to somebody who's actually been through this. Well, here you go.
have you tried this? How did it work for you? But it's not always going to affect the same people the same
Right.
way. We know that for a fact, and most people who have these type of illnesses know that too. So
This is 20 years since the symptoms started.
20 years.
So.
20 years. So, it can be frustrating at times. It can be there. You want
Sometimes
to throw
you
your
laugh.
hands up and you just want to give up and you want to cry. And then other times you just laugh and just go, this is the
All
way
right.
life handles it. You just kind of, but you have to keep moving and you can't
Mm-hmm.
get stuck in the hole. We'll talk about all that stuff too. But all right. So unless you have anything else you'd like to add.
No, I'm good.
All right, I just want to keep showing this beautiful guitar right here. This one. Her name is Bumble, if I didn't mention that. Bumble because Yeti because Yukon Cornelius. Anybody know who that is? If you know who that is, comment down in the bottom. Comment if you know the reference to Bumble and Yukon Cornelius
Every time
and
you
the
say,
white guitar.
I want to sing.
If you do, I'll send you a sticker. The same kind of sticker.
That sticker.
That's on the guitar right there. If you do, send me your email in a message, Facebook or something. You can find me at Cantankerous Josh and all those good places in Moonshine Safari. And Josh and Dean at moonshinesafari.com.
Yep.
All right. Hey, and this is where we usually transition into our drink. And sometimes we get to see the beautiful Dinah make the fun whiskey face. But tonight, even though we love some corn whiskey and we love some moonshine, I'm going to give you a simple edible recipe tonight. This is going to be Cantankerous Josh's easy to make cornbread.
Southern cornbread.
And Del Toro, if he can, is going to put a picture of my cornbread right up in here
Because
somewhere.
we have to have a picture of it.
Right. And maybe a Bumble over here. You know what I mean. A Bumble, maybe there. There. Anyway, very simple, okay? What you need is some self-rising cornmeal, some self-rising flour, and some buttermilk. That's all you need.
That's
Well, you really need some bacon grease, beef bacon. We use beef bacon. You can use a light flavored oil, and you need an iron skillet. Okay, so take your beef bacon grease, put it in your skillet, and heat your pan at 450. Let it all get hot while you're mixing up the goodness. Okay, 1 cup.
Goodness.
Okay, a level cup of, we use white lily, self-rising cornmeal, and 1 level cup of your favorite kind of self-rising flour. Throw that in a bowl. 2 cups of buttermilk. Mix that all up. Okay, when your oven is hot and it goes off or whatever at 450, pull your pan out. Make sure you use a glove and don't burn yourself because it's going to be steaming hot. And then pour your cornmeal mix in. It's going to sizzle because it's going to start frying immediately. It's going to be amazing. And you want to put a good 1/4 inch. You want to have some
oil.
You want to have some fat in there. That's what's going to make it good. And then you put it in for about 20 minutes. Pull it out. Do the little toothpick, and make sure that it's not all wet.
Is that the sound it makes?
Flip it over.
Cool.
Or like I like to do, if there's not a lot of grease left in it, because it usually isn't, it's usually all absorbed, I'll take some butter and butter the top real nice and flip it upside in the pan and let that kind of, and then, yeah. Cantankerous Josh's foolproof cornbread. Follow those instructions or you'll fuck it up. Okay? Be simple. Anyway. All right. Hey, unless you got something else for these wonderful folks, I think we're done with your... Gutsar, do you have anything, Dad?
Nothing from me.
Nothing from him. All right. Well, we hope you have a great weekend, and all that stuff. We hope to see you...
Stay warm.
...next time. Oh, yeah.
It's cold.
Look at here. Blackberry Smoke and Black Rifle Coffee. 2 other shout-outs. And the reason I'm dressed like this is because it's freaking cold.
It is.
It went from the almost 80 degrees down in the 50s during the day.
Freeze warning.
The freeze warning at night. It's gone crazy out here in Arizona. But anyway, remember everybody, be good to one another. Spread that shine, right? We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey y'all, welcome to Moonshine Safari. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as well as check the description for information on our social media sites, as well as our Patreon account to help support our adventures in the Moonshine Wilderness.